The Skyscraper method is outdated. Whether you're writing content for your website, for social media posts, or YouTube videos, there is a better way to reach your audience, captivate them, and convert them into customers. I'm going to show you what that alternative is and how to get started with it in this video. And in case you don't know, I'm Brandy with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. If you want a free custom marketing proposal and quote to go with it to see exactly how we could help you scale your business based on your needs, audience, and budget, fill out our contact form. I've linked it below. All right, so first let's define what the Skyscraper method is. Basically, you look at what the top performing piece of content is. Let's say the #1 result organically ranking in the top spot on Google for a given search query, for example. You then write your own piece of content that has all of the information that piece of content has, plus a little more. The idea is that by offering more information, you're providing more value to the audience, and therefore your content is better. But here's why that method no longer works. It breaks down into two reasons. #1, people's attention spans are getting shorter, not longer. The longer the blog, the longer the YouTube video, the longer the social media caption, the less likely they are to get to the end of it. Unless you're providing mind-boggling, earth-shattering value every single sentence, which I doubt because of reason #2, which is that you're pushing regurgitated content at that point. You're recycling content people have probably already seen with a little bit extra sprinkled in. But for the most part, they've already seen and read this info before, at which point it loses its value. And even worse, you may lose a little credibility as being an expert at the forefront of your industry. So if customers don't need more information, what do they need? Most marketers would say value here, but what they really mean is concise, actually helpful information. For example, let's say that you sell used cars and you have a blog listing out the top 10 safest cars on your lot for new drivers. If you were to take the Skyscraper method to that, you might make it the top 15 safest cars and add a paragraph or two on safety precautions parents can take when showing their kids how to drive. But none of that matters if the demographic of people in your area looking to buy used cars doesn't really consist of parents or new drivers. If your demographic is more young professionals looking for an affordable sporty car, your blog doesn't help them at all. Sure, you could say you're providing value, but to who? It isn't actually helpful to your specific demographic. And the other thing we said was concise. I would argue that one of the things that contributes to value in today's world is your ability to help your audience quickly. I said earlier that people's attention spans were shrinking and not growing. Same goes for the amount of time they have. If you can provide value in half the time it takes for your competitors to communicate the same thing, you've won them over. So now let me give you 3 actionable steps you can take today to create concise content that actually helps your audience. #1, write down who your audience is and what they want. Do they have problems they're trying to solve or goals they're trying to achieve as it relates to your product or service? You can't create content that's helpful if you're writing it for the wrong person or helping them with something that they don't need help with. The research I just described is also known as a customer avatar, and if you need help creating one, you can watch this video next. #2, do some competitor research. See what's already being said out there 100 different times, 100 different ways. Has the content you've published lately just been more of the same? And #3, look at your notes from step 1 and 2 and determine where the gaps are. What does your audience actually need help with that they're not getting help with? Is that help already being provided? If not, there you go. That's what you need to create your content around. If it is, how can you help solve their problem quicker or help them achieve their goal faster? Or maybe there's a better solution all around to the problem than what's currently out there. The company that provides the most help the quickest way wins. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.